Hi everyone, Mike here again. I'm just doing a video on a Hyip program, a high yielding investment program that's I've just been told about. I've never actually come across this one before. Those of you who know me know that I like to do a thorough research, background, due diligence on these Hyip programs before even considering to mention them to other people. All I like to do is just give people a heads up as to what this program is like, how they're performing, where they're coming from, and whether or not they're a good bet or a good gamble, which is what I just like to assume all Hyips to be. They're just bets, they're gambles. You cannot believe anything they claim to do or say. You may have the odd 1 or 2% that may be actually what they claim to be. But on this instance, I'm very concerned with this one. This particular one's called Venture Alliance. Now, I've never heard of this one, but apparently quite a few people are actually involved in this particular company or outfit or whatever you want to call it. Basically, as soon as I heard of it, I started to do a little digging on it. So the first thing I went to was Alexa ratings, just to find out how they've been forming, how long they've been going, as against how long they claim to be going. Now, with Alexa here, you can see that they've been going since late October, and then now we're looking at 2nd of May. That's about 6-7 months. So that's quite impressive for a Hyip. Usually they last less than 6 months. This is like come at 7 months. Now, but the red flag waving now, as soon as you see this chart, you can see that they as soon as they came out, it was a huge upward growth, lasted for a few months, and then it leveled off. Now, it looks like from February, maybe March onwards, it leveled off, and throughout the middle of April, it started, as you can see, it's starting to go down. Now, what this means is that there are no new people, or there are fewer new people joining. And with fewer new people joining, it means less funds coming into the business. And as everybody knows, if you're trying to run a business or any type of program, is that you need new funds. Any business that stops receiving new funds is going to go under. It's going to crash and burn. And as we can see here, this is the telltale thing. This gives everything away basically as to where this program is going. If you've been in it from the beginning, you've made money. On the upward swing, you can see you've made money. Even when it plateaued up the top here, people were still making money because to some extent money was being churned, basically people taking the profits, putting it back in, and basically treading water. But here you can see this is a bad sign. Anybody involved in this program should sit up and take notice of this. Okay, so that's your Alexa. That's the information that it's given us as far as the performance is concerned. We can see here the programs, the countries that the program is most popular in. It's got Russia with 47%, followed by the Ukraine, and then there's the lesser extent you've got Kazakhstan, Spain, and India. Okay, let's jump over for a little bit more information. If we then go to, this is a tool I use just to find out where the actual hosting is based. Here we've got here registrar status. It was created last year. Okay, look at this. The actual, it looks like the domain was created on September of last year. So that's I think it's September or October. I'm not sure if this is an American date. It's certainly not UK or US, but it's probably September, October time that the actual domain was actually created. It's strange, and it actually runs out in 2018. So they're not really looking for long-term strategy if they just have a domain, because with domains you can buy a domain and you can buy it for 5 years, and some hosting companies you can actually buy a domain for way longer than that without having to renew it, and you can see that they've actually updated it on, I would assume that's February, that's updated it on February of 2016. So the IP location is actually in Quebec in France. And what else can we get from here? I don't propose to know all what is included here, but it just gives you a little bit of information. Any little bit of information on these companies is good. The web title, this is the name of the title of the website, is Venture Alliance, beg your pardon. And it tells you that they bought it through a company called Namecheap. So they've got their domain name purchased via Namecheap. And the registrant, this is interesting, in Panama. So they have a UK address, but they're actually registered in Panama. That's where the registrant who has registered the domain is based in Panama. Anyway, that's a little bit of information on that. Not much, but it's given us a little bit more of an insight as to the company. Right, now the actual company itself, where are we here? It's given it claims some information about itself. This is the name. It says it's on the 2nd floor of Lowry Hill in Pendlebury in Swinton, Manchester. Alright, that's in the UK, and it's given its company number here, 9823953. Okay, so as that's based in the UK, let's dash over to company's house and let's have a look. Actually, that's their website. Let's tap in the name of the company, see if it comes up. Here they are. That's their company number. And let's get a little bit of information as to the business. Right, this is the address. This is how it appears on the website. Right, I'm trying to rush through this quickly because I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, it's first ever accounts here, because if you've been in business for a long time, you should have a list of your accounts over the past few years. So this is the first and only accounts that they've made. Okay, and this was from 31st of October, made up to, beg your pardon, previous year, October, and it's due by the 14th of July of next year. Okay, and first annual return made up to 14th of October 16, due by November the 11th, and that's the so actually looking at this, they haven't actually done a proper return yet, because they've been in business such a short length of time. Here we go. The business started on the 14th of October. Okay, that's literally just before it went online. That's a very important date there. Red flag, if anything. So the business was incorporated, actually started on the 14th of October. And if we go back to Alexia, we can see that, look, that's when it started. They started the business, bang, straight online, and that's where it went. Okay. What else have we got on them? We've got a filing history. As we know, they're too long. They haven't done any filing or anything at all whatsoever, because they actually started on the 14th. Let's have a look at the officers, if there are any officers. Right, there's a role of one person, Fred Seaman. We don't know if this is a real, well, it's supposed to be a real person if he's registered at company's house. He's a director. Apparently he's British, lives in the UK. But we did see on the domain information that the registrar was based in Panama. So a little conflict of information. Here we go. Registrant based in Panama. So there's a conflict going on here. It's another red flag as far as I'm concerned. Okay, So he's got one current officer. So that's one person basically who owns this website. That's what we can assume by this info that we've gathered here. So anyway, from my point of view, it doesn't look good. I don't like the look of it. I'm just giving you this information, giving you the heads up on this particular program, what they claim to be, what they claim to offer. I don't believe anything that they say. I will leave this up to you. Yep, and looking under About Us, this is quickly just to finish off here. If I look under About Us, it says since 2009 the company Venture Alliance have been actively involved in the investment of high-tech startups in Central and Eastern Europe. Now we've already seen on the company's house that they only actually started in last year, actually 2015, because that's when the records were last filed, and only filed. That's the only time they were filed. So we can see that, here we go, incorporated on the 14th of October 2015. This is company's house. It's not me making it up. Okay. Incorporated in 14th of October 2015, and back to the website, they claim since 2009 the company Venture Alliance. See, lies. It's lies all the way through. So you cannot believe anything that they say, and even so, on the website, there's not one point that they have told you what companies they've invested in. They haven't got any addresses as to the companies who they've invested in, or anything current that they've invested in. Nothing at all. It's just hogwash really all the way through. So basically, as I mentioned at the beginning, that these hypes are all gambles. So just to finish off, this particular website or this particular company, I wouldn't recommend. I would just make everybody aware of what they're getting into. Please be careful with your money. I hope that you've got some value from this particular video. I've made some others. I've made one on Amazing5, unfortunately a little bit too late for people who are already in there, and I've done some others as well. So hopefully I've helped you. I've given you a little bit of insight as to what this program is all about. Please subscribe. I'll be making more programs that I would suggest not to get into, and maybe some others that I would recommend that I would consider to be safe and profitable. So with that, I hope you're all well. Look after yourselves, be careful with your money, and see you guys soon. Okay, bye.